Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Third Prep English Online. We are going to revise English Online OL4. So let's start directly with Unit 1, Visitors to Egypt. We will start with the most important vocab and grammar in our unit. We will start with the first word, bazaar. A market or a group of shops. A market or a group of shops. Youth hostel, a place where young people can stay when they are traveling. Snorkeling, swimming with a snorkel. As you see in this picture, we have bazaar, youth hostel, and snorkel. Okay, Marwan? Marwan, can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay. Now, as you see, sports that you can do on the water. We have a difference between the sports that you can do on water and in water. On the water, fishing, sailing, windsurfing. Then, sports that you can do in the water, pay attention to the preposition in, okay? Scuba diving, snorkeling, swimming. Let's practice on these words. Number one, choose. I allow you time to read the three sentences. Okay, try to answer. Hi, Hamdi. Hamdi.
Hi.
Okay. Think of this sentence. Number one, young people like to stay in a youth hostel because it's inexpensive, expensive, boring, ugly.
Expensive.
Inexpensive, yes. Youth hostel is an inexpensive place where youth can stay or young people can stay when they are traveling. Okay, the second sentence with Marwan. Tourists should go to a space information center to find out about a place. Marwan.
يبقى طو.
Pardon me?
Information.
Tourist information center. Tourist information center. Okay, good. Next. Hamdi, when you arrive in Hurghada, you can space a boat trip around the city. You can take, make, stay, buy.
Take.
Take, okay, very good, yes. Let's see the second point in Unit 1. We have the grammar, how we can give advice. How we can give advice. We can use this grammar in the question of what would you say in each of the following situation or rewrite. Okay? How we can give advice. If I were you, I'd or should, had better, I advise you to. Okay? For example, as you see, these examples here in positive sentence, you should drink milk, or you had better drink milk. If I were you, I drink milk, I advise you to drink milk. Pay attention that after any modal verb, for example, should, we have the infinitive. And after had better, we have infinitive verb. We can use also the second conditional F to express advice. For example, if I were you, I would drink milk. In negative, you can say the negative of should, shouldn't. How can we navigate had better? You had better not walk in the sun. Pay attention, you had better not walk in the sun. In the second conditional F, if I were you, I wouldn't walk in the sun. If I were you, I wouldn't walk in the sun. I advise you not to walk in the sun. Not to walk in the sun. Okay. Here, can you see this exercise? Rewrite. Hamdi, Marwan.
حدا أول واحدة.
Yes, number one, I advise you to take many photos in إعدادى. Use should.
You should take many photos in her girl.
Yes, you should take many photos in إعدادى. Okay, number two, you shouldn't smoke. Use should. And pay attention for this example, okay? You shouldn't smoke. Use should. مروان.
أنا ولا مروان؟
Okay, Marwan. Can you answer? Okay, thank you, Marwan. Okay, Hamdi. You shouldn't
You
smoke.
should.
Huh?
You should stop smoking.
Very good. You should stop smoking. You should stop smoking. Okay, Marwan, he used stop smoking to give the same meaning of this sentence. Okay? Number three, it's advisable for here to go to the tourist information center. Can you use had better? Had better.
أنا برضو ولا مروان؟
مروان. We can use had better. It's advisable, that's mean it's good for you. You use had better in positive. As you see in the first example. Pardon me, Marwan, repeat again. It's advisable for here. The subject is Marwan.
يبقى it's advised for.
Okay, Marwan, I will help you. If we say she, I will start with she. Okay, Hamdi.
يبقى she had better go to tourist information.
Okay, very good. Marwan, she had better go to the tourist information center. It's advisable for here. We will replace it with the subject C. She had better go to the tourist information center. Okay? Number four, they had better not go to bed early. They had better not go to bed early. Use shouldn't. Okay.
They shouldn't go to bed late.
Very good, Marwan. Yes. They shouldn't go to bed early. Okay, number five. Hamdi, you should avoid bad friends. Use shouldn't. You should avoid bad friends. Use shouldn't.
You should make bad friends.
You should. We stop at the fifth sentence. You should avoid bad friends. Use shouldn't. Hamdi. Okay.
تبقى أنا قلت you shouldn't friend.
You shouldn't. The verb. الverb يا حمدي. You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. أنا قلتها ذوق.
You shouldn't.
مش لازم
Friends. We use the verb what with friends?
talk.
We shouldn't make friends with. We shouldn't make friends with bad people. We shouldn't make friends. Okay? Turn to the next exercise. Choose. Have a look on this exercise. You shouldn't space too much in the sun. Walking, walked, walks, walk. مروان. After shouldn't, we use what?
Walk.
After shouldn't.
Walk.
We shouldn't walk too much in the sun. Very good. After any modal verb, we use the infinitive. Okay? Next, it's not a good idea to play with matches. You space play with matches. Shouldn't, should, could, couldn't. It's not a good idea. Means Hamdi.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Yes, it's not a good idea. We use shouldn't. Okay, number 3. Samira never waste her time to get high marks. Samira space shouldn't never waste her time. Never means express negative. Samira what?
يبقى مصر.
Mustn't? No. Samira Hamdi. Samira should never waste her time to get high marks. Should never, okay? Number 4, I advise you to visit Hurghada. You space visit Hurghada. I advise you to do something means must, will, would, or should. Marwan? I advise you to visit Hurghada.
Must.
You must. If you advise someone to do something, you say you must do this thing. When we give advice, we use what? Which modal verb? Marwan, think again, please. You? Hamdi. Hamdi, you visit Hurghada. Choose must, will, would, should. Marwan. I advise you to do something means you should. Yes. Thank you. Why you are late? You should, okay? With the most important language function in our unit, how we ask for recommendation. How we can ask for recommendation. We can use some expressions. For example, what do you suggest? or where do you suggest, or do you recommend that? But after the verb suggest or recommend, we have the gerund. But if we see that, we have complete sentence. For example, do you recommend that we go swimming? We go swimming. Okay? This is how we ask for recommendation. How we can give recommendation. I recommend visiting, gerund. I suggest reading. I recommend a tour. I recommend that you watch this program. After the verb, we use the gerund or noun, but after that, we use complete sentence. Okay? We use this function to answer this kind of question. Write what would you say in each of the following situations. For example, number 1, your friend recommend a boat trip on the Nile. Your friend recommend a boat trip on the Nile. What would you say to him? What would you say to him? Hamdi?
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea. Okay, thank you. Number 2, you suggest going to the bazaar. You suggest going to the bazaar. What would you say? To suggest something or recommend something for your friend, for anyone. Marwan? Marwan? How we suggest something? How we give recommendation? Use one of these styles.
I suggest going to the bazaar.
To the bazaar, very good. Another answer, Hamdi? Another answer?
I recommend going to bazaar.
I recommend going to the bazaar. Okay, thank you. Let's turn to choose. Can you have a look in this exercise? Number 1, choose. Mahmoud likes to go. Space, a walk every Friday. We have important preposition. Go, space, a walk. We use to, on, for, off. Go. Marwan.
For
Go for a walk. Very good. Yes. Go for a walk every Friday. This is an important expression. Okay, thank you. Number 2. Hamdi, I went to the ticket office, but at the station gave me a wrong ticket. Guide, assistant, tourist, detective. Okay, Hamdi. I went to the ticket office. Why we go to the ticket office?
Guide ولا إيه؟
What? Guide, assistant, tourist, detective. The person who work at the station. Hamdi. You choose guide?
Guide غلط.
Guide at the station? No.
Yes.
Assistant at the station gave me a wrong ticket. The person who work at the station, okay? Number 3, what of food do you like eating? What piece, spice, recipe, kind? Marwan?
kind.
Yes, very good. What kind means what type or what
Kind.
sort of food? Okay, thank you, kind. Number 4, at the beginning of lesson, the teacher asked us to a quiz. We have the word quiz. Come with the verb.
To do.
Do a quiz. Yes, good hand. Do a quiz. My mother, Marwan. Number 5. My mother always space shopping on Sunday. Goes, walks, runs, arrives. Okay, very good. Go shopping on.
Go.
Yes, go. Thank you, Marwan. Let's remember how we can write an email. Model of email. This is the main form of the email. We write to the person who we will send our email to, from the person who will write the email, subject of the email, dear. Then we will have introduction sentence, the main body of our paragraph, conclusion, then yours. Okay? We will move to Unit 2 in the title of Books and Reading. Books and Reading. We have important words in this unit. Title, what does it mean? When we said the title of our unit or the title of our book means the name that given to a book or a play. The name that given to a book or a play. Okay, hi Ali. Review. Writing which gives your opinion about a book or a film. Writing which gives your opinion about a book or a film. Don't forget to write your opinion in any review. Okay? We have grammar about the nouns. It can be divided into countable or uncountable noun. For example, countable nouns that we can have the plural from it. For example, few students read magazines. There are fewer students in the class than yesterday. Beto has the fewest book of all. We use few with countable or uncountable noun. Ali, can you answer me? We use few with countable or uncountable nouns. Hamdi. Okay, can you hear me? We use few with countable nouns. With countable nouns.
علي بيقول عنده الصوت والصورة مش باينين.
طبعا المشكلة عنده يا حمدي. علي, check your sounds. Okay, Hamdi. We use few with countable or uncountable noun.
بنستخدم ايه؟
Few with countable or uncountable noun. Few, fewer, the fewest.
Countable.
Countable noun, yes. Okay.
Countable.
Okay, thank you. We use little with the uncountable noun. There is little water in the lake. I have less water than you. I eat the least bread in my family. Okay. Let's practice on few and less with this exercise. Choose. There are space English cars than Korean cars in Egypt. There are Marwan.
Fewer.
Very good. Yes. Yes, we compare between English car and Korean car. Fewer than when we compare between two things or two persons. Okay, thank you. Number 2, this story will take the amount of time to read. Will take what? Time. We will see the word time. It's countable or
The least.
uncountable? The least, yes. Number 3.
Uncountable.
Yes, time uncountable. Number 3. I have time to read this year because I have more schoolwork. I have, as we said, time uncountable. We use with uncountable time or few, little or few, sorry. Ali, yes. Little time.
Little يا مس.
Yes, thank you. Number 4, my bag is the lightest of all. It has the box inside. It has the Marwan. My bag is the lightest of all.
few.
It has the no. We compare between bag and all group of things. We use what?
Fewest.
The fewest. Yes, the fewest. Okay.
Fewest.
Thank you. We have language function, how we express our feeling. When you have the question of what would you say in each of the following situation, when you say, how do you feel about this film or this lesson, we express our feeling using I feel in present or I felt in the past, okay? I feel sad or I felt excited. We can use it make or made me feel. It made me feel or it made me feel. For example, the story was wonderful. It made me feel happy. It made me feel happy. If I ask you to replace it made me feel, what would you say? Ali Al-Adawi. It made me feel. You can say I felt happy.
يا مس أنا أنت صوتك حضرتك
الصوت ايه؟
بيقطع عندي.
Okay. You only have this problem, Ali.
ثانية واحدة. اتمل ماشي ثانية واحدة بس عشان صوتك بيقطع أنا بفهم.
Okay.
It made me feel happy.
I start with I. I feel happy. I feel happy. Okay. How we ask about feelings. How we ask about feelings. We use how, do, or did you feel when? How do you feel when? Or how did you feel? For example, how did you feel when Hassan finally saw the trees? How do you feel about it? We write the noun. How do you feel about the story now? Or did the story make you feel sad? Did the story make you feel sad? As you see in this exercise, what would you say in each of the following situations? Think about this exercise. Number 1, you are asked about your feeling when you win a prize. What would you say, Marwan? Marwan, what would you say?
I feel happy.
I feel happy.
I
Okay.
feel
Okay, thank you.
happy.
Yes, thank you. Number 2.
Feel happy.
Hamdi, your team scored a goal. What would you say? Your team scored a goal. If الأهلي team won a match, what would you say? How would you feel? Hamdi. Are you listening? Pardon me? Again, please, Hamdi. What would you say? Your team scored a goal.
Yeah.
Marwan. Marwan, what would you say if your team scored a goal?
I feel very happy.
Yes, okay.
I felt
happy. Your team scored a goal. I felt happy. Okay, very good. Thank you. Another answer, Ali. Yes. Ali? Ali, you raise your hand.
نعم.
Can you say another
معاك.
answer?
معاك يا مس معاكي.
Okay, can you answer number 3? You see a wild dog running towards you.
لا أنا قصدي على اللي بعديها.
Next, you ask.
I feel frightened.
Okay. I feel frightened. Okay, thank you.
I feel frightened.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ali. Number 4, you ask your friend what he feels when he reads an adventure story. You ask your friend what he feels when he reads an adventure story. Hamdi. Okay, Ali.
يا أصلا أنا عمال أقول لها I feel frightened.
It shows people have less in historical stories. People have less in historical stories. Interested, excited, popular, interest. Who can answer? Raise your hands, please. Marwan? Okay, Marwan. People
excited.
have less excited. Try again, please. Try again, please. Less what?
Interested.
Less interested? No. Ali. People have less.
Interested.
Very good. Yes. Thank you, Ali.
Interest.
People have less interest in historical stories. Okay. Number 2, which space the list? Air, water, or soil? Holds, measures, weighs, carries. Which space the list? Air, water, or soil? Holds, measures, weighs, carries. Okay, Ali? Weighs, very good, thank you. Next, number 3. A detective is a person who tries to space crimes, write crimes, solve crimes, do crimes, or read crimes. Hamdi.
Solve.
Yes, okay, solve. Okay, can you give me another equal verb to solve? Another equal verb to solve. What does it mean, solve? Hamdi?
ممكن أقولها في العربي.
I want an English verb that equals solve. Solve means work out, okay? Thank you. Number 4.
Okay.
I want a book with pages than a detective story. Who can answer? Ali Al-Adawi?
Fewer.
With fewer book pages than a detective story. Okay, thank you. Next, number 5. People think that English is not a useful language. few, little, much, a lot. Okay. مروان.
few,
Okay, thank you, Marwan. Number 6. Do you have homework? Then Ali. Fewer, less, little, few. علي العدوي.
fewer برضه.
Yes, fewer. Number 7. Students often have sleep during school time than during the holidays. Okay? Little, less, few, fewer. We have than. Hamdi.
less.
Very good, yes. Less sleep during the school time than during the holidays. Okay. Number 8. All things need to breathe oxygen. All life, so live, life, living, lives. Hamdi? Okay, Hamdi. Ali.
living.
Living things, yes. Breathe.
living يا مس living.
Okay, thank you. Breathe. Which part of speech? Breathe. Is it verb or noun? Which part of speech? Breathe.
verb.
Verb. Okay. Noun يا حمدي. النون منه ايه؟ Breathe.
noun هنا
Yes, breathe the verb. لو حبيت اجيب النون. I can see what? Breathe is a noun. If we remove the letter E from the end, we will say breath. Breath, this is the noun. Breath, okay?
okay.
Okay. Number 9. My mobile battery for 7 hours. Goes, lasts, lasts, does. My mobile battery for 7 hours. Goes, lasts, lasts, does. We need verb with for 7 hours. Who can answer?
lasts,
Who say lasts? Yes, last for to continue for. Yes, lasts for. Lasts for. Last for means to continue or go on for 7 hours. Okay, thank you. Next, because I was the one who saw the thief, the policeman asked me to space him. Write, describe, copy. Okay, Ali? Ali.
describe.
Describe, very good. To say, how does he look
Describe.
like? Okay, thank you, Ali. Describe. The doctor told me to the medicine before drinking it. Move, shake, pour, throw. Okay. Who else? Marwan, can you answer? Told me to what? Okay, Hamdi?
check,
To shake, yes. To shake the medicine, yes. Number 12. I felt space when I read this book. I felt space when I read this book. I felt what? Ali.
excited.
Yes, excited. Yes, thank you. After the verb felt, we need an adjective. Excited. I felt excited. Okay, we use adjective with ed, not ing. The boy black jacket is my brother. 4, 8, on with black jacket is my brother. Okay. Okay, Hamdi.
Was
With. Okay, thank you. Okay. With rewrite. Number 1. I haven't got many books. Use few. I haven't got many books. Use few. Who can answer? Ali, can you answer?
I have few book.
I